Welcome to the Museum of Man, a field trip for social studies class for 4th grade at Calexico Mission School by Lori Lopez. The Museum of Man has an exhibit on Native Americans in California, a group called the Kumeyaay that were actually from our area in Imperial Valley. The first few pictures are going to be some of the weapons that they have in the cabinets that the hunters of the Kumeyaay people used. One of the tools they used was a set of divining rods to help them during a ritual find water in the ground, as you can see in the photograph in the background. Some of their farming tools are here, along with different items that they would trade with other tribes as they met in their traveling. The agave plant is used in many different ways by this tribe, and they have created many different uses. Some of it's for footwear, utensils, little brooms, holding utensils for water, and sticks to even use in their gardening. Basket weaving is one of the main occupations of a lot of the women. They also use these baskets for fishing. A lot of them find rivers that they're able to fish in, but they also have several groups that lived along the coastline, and so they use it for some of the ocean fishing as well, and the netting back up above. The Kumeyaay people have many different ceremonies. This is one of their chiefs right before a ceremony. And these are some of the tools and musical instruments that are used and played during that ceremony. These are some of the plants and food items that they might use in their areas, and some of the tools used for farming, and the stones are heating stones. They would warm them up in the fire and then put them in the bedding to warm the bedding up before they would sleep at night. The Kumeyaay are known for their art of basketry. They would weave baskets out of many different materials, and they also would weave the cord of the agave plant into a macrame type of hanging device that they could hang pots in. They also would use rocks to ground their meal in, their corn or grains, and use the baskets for those. The Kumeyaay also are very good potters, and they create lots of different shaped pottery, and they also have a lot of very unique designs on their pottery. And these are just a few of the items that they have found. The Kumeyaay also enjoyed playing games, and this sign has information about the different games. I'm going to make a larger picture of it on the next screen so you can see it. These are just a few of the games that the Kumeyaay played, and we can read through them. I can make sure this pauses at this point and we'll go through some of them. These are some of the tools or equipment used during games, but also different things used during coming of age ceremonies. And also there's the baby carriers over on the right and some dolls from the group of children. This is one of the types of homes that the Kumeyaay people would have built in Southern California. The Kumeyaay people studied cosmology, which is the study of the stars, and they mapped out the sky above Southern California, and these are some of the shapes that they have created. Here is a list of the Kumeyaay names and meanings for the different constellations, and some of the names that we currently call them today. One of the fun things I found was a small little circular room where they have all the constellations actually painted and drawn on the ceiling. So I laid down on the floor on my back and took a photo up into the ceiling and got this shot. This is just one of the posters in the circular room. My mom and I both got our hands stamped by the museum, so if we wanted to go back outside, we could come back in as many times as we wanted during the day. Anyway, it was fun. I wanted just to give you a closer up view of some of the sculpture carvings on the outside of the building to the Museum of Man. And then following are a lot of other pictures of the different exhibits in the museum that have nothing to do with our social studies project, but do have to do with the museum that you might enjoy if you go and visit sometime. If you imagine this jar turned upside down, this is actually one of the deep sea water fish, and it is considered a monster by some groups.